Dear friends, I'm going to make you a little Valentine's cake. Might of course be very nice if you would make it for someone, just to make them see you love them. Let's start. I'll take 125 grams of butter and 125 grams of sugar. And this we will mix cream until it's beautiful, light and really incorporated. Always put a little bit of salt. Don't forget, it's always very important to put all the butter, your eggs beforehand out of the fridge, because it's not very warm at the moment. The butter was still a little bit tough, but I will mix it until it's beautiful fluffy. I will show you. And of course you can also do it in KitchenAid or something. You could even do it all by hand without the mixer, but then your butter has to be really smooth. As you can see, it's now becoming a homogeneous mixture. What I will put in now is the vanilla sugar. I love vanilla, and it's supposed to be dark brown. I'm going to put in 1 egg per moment. When it's incorporated, you take another egg, you put it in. Well, let's try. And this cake is, you can call it a pound cake. For example, if you've got 3 eggs in your fridge and you think they need to go, you just take these 3 eggs, you weight them, and you put the same amount of flour, of butter and sugar in it. It's 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, really. So it's very easy. I'm going to put the other egg in. I am going to put a little bit of flour in it. Just a little bit. And what you could do if you like cinnamon, for example, or you really are fond of orange, you just put a little bit of grated zest of the orange or of a lemon or of a lime. It's very nice. So now I'm going to put the flour in. With a little bit of baking powder, of course. I've already told a few times, but I almost never buy self-raising flour because the rising agent will get old. So 125 grams of flour. You could sieve it, and now by hand I will mix it. And just be gentle, and then you think, oh, will it ever going to be beautiful and homogeneous mixture? Yes, it will. Now I'm going to put it in here, and this time I use a little bit of a wider cake form because I will push out the models I want, and this was the closest to what I wanted. And just flatten it. And then it will go into the oven for, I think, 25-30 minutes. I have here 120. Now I'm going to make a butter and sugar, powdered sugar, icing sugar with lemon and vanilla. What I will put over the cake and in between where the marzipan will glue to, and it's a very lovely one. One upon a time I will also make a huge one, I will show you. And I will put some lemon in. It's very nice against the sweetness. And here is the icing sugar. As you can see, it's now snowing. A huge sugar storm. We'll do with this. And I also will put some gorgeous vanilla extract in. I always took it with me when I was in England, but then my sister-in-law said, well, it is Dutch. And now I'm going to put it in a little pot to wait until I'm going to decorate my little Valentine's tartlets. Have a look. And what I always do, you can put a little boot in it and you can have a look whether it is clean, comes out clean. Well, as you can see, it comes out clean. So here I have a little heart form. You could also cut it with a knife, but I like it to be a little bit more precise. So what I do is, you can see it's a little bit round on the top. I will cut that off. I think. And the vanilla and lemon butter I made, it's now soft. So what I do is I put a little bit in the middle. You see, I use the other side, so it's now more even. So it will hold the marzipan. I will put a little bit of this cream everywhere. I will put it in the fridge for just a quarter or a little bit longer, that it's easier to get the marzipan on. Oh, and children love it when they get a cake which is decorated, but this is not for a child. Or maybe it is. Just to tell your son or your daughter that you really love them. And now I'm going to massage the marzipan. This is a 3-to-1, so this is 3 times sugar, 1 time almonds. Then I will, with another piece on top, put 2 parchment papers on top of each other, and then I will, so it won't stick. And not too thick and not too thin, because we have to form it around the heart. A little bit thinner. What I will do now is I'll put it on here. Now everything is clean around it. And just be very patient, don't rush it, and very slowly, because there's a lot of oil in it, it will become a beautiful heart. And then you just cut it and try to do it straight down and not in an angle, because otherwise you will not have enough coverage. As you can see, and now I will make a beautiful rose on top. I will show you. Take a little piece, 7 little balls. Oh yeah, and try to be a little bit of the same size. Just one is allowed to be a little bit smaller. Well, this is not too much, it's not enough. And what I will do then, I will make them flat within these papers, plastic. Well, the smallest one I will use for the heart of the rose. Because of the warmth of your hand, you just take one side, you make a little bit thinner. That will be the top of your leaf. And what you do then, try to do it in one movement. That is the heart of the rose. And then I always make at the bottom, I'll make it a little bit thinner. And then I will make these leaves. So you make it a little thinner, and one side you make a little bit thinner. That of course will be the top of the rose petal. Every round you make, you use 3 leaves. You see? And then you put it on, you glue it sort of on for half, and then you take the next one. And you can see it's already becoming to be a rose. So, and then we'll do the same with the next 5 leaves. Yeah, and try to keep up the same height of all the other leaves. As you can see, you have now a gorgeous rose. And I'll cut a little piece off so it will stand better on the heart, the Valentine's heart. Oh, do I like you? Yes. So, and I'll make here 3 or 5. You also have these little things of the pie making where you can buy them, but I don't use them. So it's always nice if you have got contrasting colors. Maybe also try to make it a little bit thinner, because you know the rose has got these sharp ends of the leaves just underneath it. So I make 2 other ones, and then you've got 5 of these little leaves. I once made a wedding pie, and I made it, she wanted all off-white, cream-like white, and covered with roses, so they were sort of I think. And now I will put it on here, and then of course you have to make sure that it really sticks. Oh God, isn't it lovely? I will just make sure that the side is also beautiful, so I have a little piece of red marzipan, and I will make little moon-like pieces, and I will just glue it on the side of the little heart. I will make sure this is really straight. And you can just use your heart form, and you do this one. And this is the first Valentine's heart. As you can see, it's not that hard to make, so please give it a try. You will make the other person very, very happy. Will you be my Valentine? Because it's a sign of love. Please try.